What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kelvin Krupiak and today I'm gonna give you 6 things you absolutely need to do before your next date. All right guys, so let's jump right into the list with item number 1, and that is check your nose hairs. Now what I would recommend you do is before your date, get up close and personal with a mirror and identify whether or not you have any nose hairs that are trying to reveal themselves to the world. Then what you'll wanna do is tweeze those individual nose hairs, because the last thing you wanna do is use a nose hair trimmer for the entirety of your nostril. Your nose hair actually acts as a natural way to reduce the amount of pollen that's getting into your system. So unless you want to spend the entire night sneezing, I would recommend that you tweeze those individual hairs. I do use the nose hair trimmer for the edges of the nostril, but I don't ever go all the way up the nose. And let's move on to item number 2 on our checklist, clean your ears. Now what I actually recommend you do when you're cleaning your ears is hop in the shower, take a washcloth and wrap it around your finger, and then just clean the exterior of your ear. You don't want to be shoving anything into your actual ear canal, because that's how you get wax stuck in there, and then you have to make a trip to the doctor and it's just a whole mess. I've actually heard plenty of stories as well where Q-tips have scratched the sensitive skin on the inside of a person's ear, which leads to an infection. So avoid using Q-tips if possible. Your ear will naturally push out any excess wax. So again, what you need to do is hop into the shower when your ear does push out that wax naturally and just clean the exterior of your ear, because I promise you the last thing you need is to be mid-conversation with somebody and for a piece of wax to just fall out of your ear. Now, moving on to item number 3 on our list, we have prep for perspiration. So you've taken care of your nose hairs, you've cleaned those ears, but oh my goodness, what is this? There is a sweat stain appearing on your shirt. Now, I don't know about you guys, but historically, whenever I went on a date, I was always very nervous, and whenever you're nervous, you have a tendency to perspire more aggressively. So there are a couple things you can do to help with this situation. Number 1, you can pick up an antiperspirant, and no, an antiperspirant is not the same thing as a deodorant. A deodorant masks the odor, and an antiperspirant helps control the level of perspiration. I've also done plenty of reading into the subject of possible health risks associated with using an antiperspirant, because I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard the rumor that it's not good to use an antiperspirant because of the aluminum. But based on everything that I've read, there is no scientific evidence to back up those claims, so it would appear that you are completely safe to use an antiperspirant. Now, I will link to a lot of the articles that I read down below in the description if you guys want to check those out for yourselves. Now, the second option you have is to pick up something like a Thompson tee, which is an undershirt that has a patented sweat-proof material right on the armpit, so it's going to prevent moisture from seeping through the material, and it's also still going to allow the moisture to evaporate. I have used Thompson tees in the past, and I can tell you from personal experience they work very, very well. If you guys would like to see an in-depth review on the Thompson tee, then comment right down below and I promise to make that video happen. Item number 4 on our pre-date checklist is bring gum. And while we're on the subject of breath, try to avoid garlic and onions throughout the evening, because they are not going to be doing your breath any favors. Also, if there is a possibility for you being up close and personal with somebody, or you think there might be a kiss somewhere in the evening, try to use the gum at least 30 to 40 minutes before that actually happens, so the mint sensation isn't completely overbearing. Item number 5 on our list is don't go overboard with cologne. The last thing your date needs is to smell you before you've even arrived. I swear to you, sometimes it feels like what guys are doing is just uncapping the cologne, dumping everything on themselves, slapping their face a couple times, and they just go. But what I would rather you do is just mist the air in front of you once or twice and walk through the mist. I have another video planned for actually showing you how to apply cologne, as well as giving you a list of my favorite colognes, but that's for another time. So for right now, just don't go overboard on the cologne, mist once or twice, walk through, and you're good. And last but not least, item number 6 on our list is clean your car. The last thing you need, especially if you're gonna be picking your date up, is to have the inside of your car completely destroyed. You can't have a Wendy's bag and laundry sitting in the back seat with your date right next to you up front. I mean, I guess you could, but it's not gonna help your evening at all. So before you go on a date, get the interior and exterior of your car cleaned. If you don't have time, there are plenty of places you can go for anywhere from $12 to $20. You can get a wash, they'll clean the exterior and interior of your car, and you're good to go. Showing up in a clean car is gonna help you establish a good first impression, and that's what a lot of first dates are about, is creating a good first impression. So check all those things off your list and get out there and have a great time. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, drop a like right down below. And if you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.